What's going on, people? How you doing? TK coming back at you, Mr. Finance. I want to continue this educational series that I'm doing on empowering yourself, stepping out of the matrix, getting away from slavery, moving out of debt, and just elevating your situation beyond the control measures of some evil jerk face that wants to keep you underneath their feet. Because that's the situation that a lot of people find themselves in when they get on their knees and they yield to the request of someone that controls their paycheck. So what I want you to do is to be able to control your own paycheck, to develop an independent income through sovereign investments, establish sovereignty for yourself and hopefully for your family, and build a legacy, build generational wealth. Now, everything I'm speaking of probably sounds foreign because the first problem that a lot of people have is belief. You don't believe nothing is possible. The slavery mentality has ingrained itself so deep that you don't think that change is possible. You know, you have just yielded to the point where your belief system has been cut off, severed. You know, your antennas broke into the universe and your belief system is severed. So the first thing I have to do is build you up and open your mind to the possibility that abundance is possible. Open your mind to get past the slavery that you're currently in. And that's such a hard thing to do because people are stubborn and they hold to their chains. You know, they hold on to their chains no matter what. So, of course, I don't reach very many people. Of course, this is not a effective campaign in terms of truly being able to open the door to freedom to many people. But I give you guys solutions. You know, and thank God that certain people or one person responded to the last video that I talked about solutions. Because I'm opening the door for you to learn about something that you don't freaking know about. You don't take the time to study. You don't know nothing about opening up a trust. That's foreign language. What do you mean, open up a trust? Stage your income in a entity that gives you more protection than just having your money coming to you as a person. Because a trust is a corporate entity that has more protection than you getting your money as an individual. So I talked to you guys about the tax benefits that come with opening up a trust. And I told you that a trust can be funded for 50 years through a Cambridge Street program. And I told you that Google is your friend and open your mind. Get past arrogance and ego and learn or be willing to explore something that you've never ever heard before. You've never heard the word Cambridge Street. You've never been told to structure your money through a trust. So the next step is what type of trust? Well, you want a wealth protection trust that gives you the best protection. And that protection or that type of trust is a corporation sole trust. Corporation sole trust. Now, example would be the Vatican. The Vatican is a corporation sole trust that's tax exempt and has its own sovereignty. So, did you know that you can set up the same thing? And do you realize the benefits that come from you setting up the same thing? So, set up a corporation sole trust. Establish your income through the trust. Opt out of the matrix. Become financially free and independent and stop getting on your knees because somebody gives you a freaking paycheck. You know, money is created out of thin air. and is a man-made creation for enslavement. So if money has no substance, then why do you give it so much power? Oh, because you have to pay in order to live. Everything in this world costs money. But what if I told you that money can be generated for yourself the same way that money is generated for a bank? Cambridge program through an overseas multiplier. You participating in a private protection program through a co-op, and that opens the door to quantum easing on a personal level. So the solution is there. The solution is there. The opportunity is there. What's sad to me and why I'm so passionate, because everybody always takes or mistakes my passion for, being crazy or something. It's like, no, man, I'm passionate about helping people. Okay, you're gonna move over or what? I'm passionate about actually doing something that could change somebody's life. And I'm angry that people are so fucking stupid and closed-minded and arrogant and egotistical and chain huggers and love their matrix so much that they refuse to learn, to open their fucking ears. That's what I'm crazy about. Because guess what? I don't benefit financially from telling you this information. This is not a network marketing program. This is not a MLM. This has nothing to do with me making a commission because you took the time to join a Cambridge program. If you join the same Cambridge program that I participate in, I don't get a penny from you doing it. So ask yourself the question, for all of you knee benders, would you still get on your knees for that company if you wasn't getting a commission every time you told somebody that's the best company in the world? Because I'm telling you that I don't get a commission from you joining a Cambridge program. I don't get a commission from you setting up a wealth protection trust and opting out of the matrix. I don't get a dime of your money by me telling you this information. But how many people watching this video know what a Cambridge program is, know what it means to set up a wealth protection trust, know what it means to opt out of the tax system because you're tax exempt when your income goes into a corporation sole trust? So what I'm trying to do is empower you. What I'm trying to do is probably expose you to something that you've never thought about, ever been told about. And then if you can be helped, and you can opt out of the matrix, and you can change your life, then I suggest that you contact me. Or don't. I don't really give a fuck. Don't contact me. Contact me. It doesn't matter. Google. Learn. Open the door to financial freedom by learning these concepts. Learn that fractional reserve banking is a Ponzi scheme designed to keep and maintain money in the 1%. Understand that money is created electronically through a multiplier, and those ones and zeros in the computer have nothing to do with physical paper. Understand that assets can save your financial future if you position yourself heavily in independent generated assets. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, from multiple sources. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Never get all your assets from one company. Empower yourself, people. A friend of mine who is on the inside always says, why do you care? Why do you even make videos? Like, F people, let them fall by the wayside and become a victim of their own ignorance. And I say the same thing all the time, that I'd rather give somebody the chance to say no than to never tell anybody about this information, and they use the ignorance excuse as the reason why they're still in poverty. Because you can make a decision. You could be like, okay, man, I never heard of that concept before. When I was first exposed to this information, I had already studied it and been exposed to it. So it made me dive into it even further, because I was like, yes, I've heard about that before. I've read about that before. So now that you're giving me this opportunity, I'm going to dive into it even further to find out the nicks and the crannies and what it requires, because this is not something new to me. But typically when something is new, people shut their ears off. I don't know what you're talking about. And that's the end of it. When you should open your ears, open the door to opportunity. You know, for you religious people, there's a passage that says, if I gave you 1,000 years, you would still deny me. So people choose their own negativity. And the only thing I'm suggesting to you is that you become asset focused. You seek independent ways to make your money get a job. And you actually take the time to participate in Cambridgestry. And if you don't research the concepts I just explained, God help you. But if you want to talk to me about the concepts, use social media. If not, just use Google. You'll stumble upon it all on your own. You don't necessarily need my help. The idea is to spark the fire. And then you go do what you do. Do what you do.